Hi, welcome to the Woo Woo Show Fairies, spooky history. When thinking about fairies, how do you see them in your mind? Aren't they a tiny people with beautiful wings and they carry a magic wand? But history and folklore stories handed down through generations tell a different story. People so feared them that they didn't call them by what they were, but would call them little people or hidden people. There are a variety of fairies. Some are small, others ugly. Some can fly, and they can appear and disappear as they please. When it was the doppelganger's babies, the fairies put in the crib when you weren't looking, you see some weird, strange things happening to your child, maybe like Asperger's or autism or mental retardation, then the child must be a doppelganger. One way to find out if you have a doppelganger is to put your baby on a red hot, straight out of the fire shovel to see if they burn. And the child burned with terrible injuries and many died agonizing deaths. In 1920s, two girl cousins by the names of Elsie Wright and Frances Griffith created photographs of them posing with cutout pictures of fairies. They lived in Coddington, England, and they caught the attention of a famous author, Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, who used the photos to illustrate an article on fairies for the Christmas 1920 edition, the Strand magazine. Doyle said, "We have psychic powers, and this proves it." Shadowy figures, will-o-wisps, methane gas bubbles over marshes that have led travelers to their death. Brownies or bogarts, these are helpful or evil. They do not fly, but they turn invisible at will. Elves can put a spell on you and can control you. Doppelgangers, these took the place of your child. You can tell because yesterday they were healthy and today there's something wrong. Leprechauns or fairies helped mending shoes or getting into mischief. Gnomes helped in the garden but would ruin the crop if you angered them. Explanation. Many explanations have been given for a belief in fairies, but some say they are like ghosts, spirits of the dead, or fallen angels, neither bad enough for hell nor good enough for heaven. But for a good explanation, one needs to only see that the creatures were and understand you shouldn't join the folly of magical thinking. A wind could have moved the object, or if it was unbalanced, it could fall on its own accord. If you are mentally ill, or you've been eating mold, or doing drugs, or just been around a gas in the air, you can see things that aren't really there. Or maybe there wasn't something right with your child in the first place. The two cousins that made the fairy photos have since come forward, and they said that they staged most of it using pictures from out of a book on fairies. So that's it for the Woo Woo Show. Come on back now, you hear? Bye.